Hey everyone! So I've come up with a fun challenge that I plan to do for New Year's, and we're going to do it throughout this week, some of them. So the idea I have is I have this old recipe book here. Well, let me show you. So I got it in a charity shop and it's really pretty inside. It has like sections, sections, like this one's the fish section, and it has pretty photos throughout. There are some pages that already have recipes pre-done in it by whoever had it before. I found it at a charity shop, and my idea is I have a ton of recipes, like a ton, that I would love to cook that I've saved, and I have some on Pinterest. Some of these are from different magazines. A lot of them are from the Tesco magazine, some are printed. And my idea for New Year's and for this year is to try and get through as many of them as I can, and the ones that I like will get written into this pretty recipe book that I have, and the ones that I don't like, the ones that I don't like, I'll get rid of. So for this week, this is like my first week, so the ones that I'm going to start with, firstly, I think everyone has a bit of a cold at the moment. I know I do. So the first one that I'm going to start with is this one from, I think these ones might all be from the Tesco magazine. I think most of these are from the newest Tesco magazine because I got that and that's what gave me the idea. So this one's just homemade ginger shots. I'll probably mostly do what this says, but I might also make additions from looking up things online. Another one this week that I plan to do is these sticky citrus pork belly buns. So you can come along when we make these. I believe Tesco has all these recipes online, so if you want the recipe you can just click on their website. I think it's just free. I sometimes go on there when I forget the recipe, and they look super good. Another recipe I'm trying this week is these katsu chicken burritos, which look really good, but I'm going to swap it out. They do like a homemade sauce. I'm going to swap that out for the Wagamama's katsu chicken or katsu mayo. Even they have like a katsu mayo sauce that you can make out. I already have that in the cupboard, so I'm just going to swap that out, and that's what I'm making for dinner tonight, or what I plan to make for dinner tonight. So these are just wraps, some frozen kind of chicken goujons, chicken tenders, some shredded carrot, some spring onions, and some rice, all in a wrap. I think it'd be a really good lunch idea too. And lastly for this week, I plan to make something like this, which is a Mexican inspired rice bowl. I might do a potato bowl instead. I keep seeing those on Pinterest. But I want to add to it this green kiwi salsa, which I think looks super tasty and fun and different. I sometimes do mango salsa, which was really good, so I want to try this kiwi salsa. So they're all the ones I'm trying out this week, for this kind of first week of this challenge. It's the 12th of January today, and it's Monday, so I'm starting today. I came up with the idea last night and I'm super excited about it, so come along with me, I guess, as we make all of these recipes up and decide whether we like them and whether it's going to go into this adorable cookbook and whether we don't. And also I'm gluten free and dairy free, so I'll be making variations to these recipes. Like for the wraps tonight, for these I have just gluten free chicken and gluten free wraps. That, other than that, it'll be the same. So I'll just adjust for myself, and I might make the ginger shots tonight. I might not. I feel like I need them. I really have a cold coming on, but I'm not sure. We'll see if I get around to that. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. So let's go. So the first thing we started with was the katsu chicken, which is just pre-cooked chicken, some rice, some veg in a wrap. So here it is made, and I just put it in a gluten-free wrap, and then I finished most of it. I had 2 wraps. And then the next thing we made was the sticky pork belly and citrus in buns.
Halfway.
So first
you just need to turn them over and baste them.
First you marinate them, and then you bake them for an hour and 45 minutes. And here I'm making the salad.
I want to get this on me. It's going to die me if I do. Not that it really matters because these are pajamas, but still not ideal. Not quite thin. Oh, these bits because they're a bit. Actually, that's probably enough cabbage. We're done that one. Let me just wash off these apples. Do it quite thin too. I think that's probably enough. Apples? I think that's probably enough. Just gonna do this. And just oil and vinegar and some salt.
So I do some apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons.
And then 2 extra virgin olive oil. 1, 2. This is what oil I use. I really like it.
And then just some pepper. That's it. That was pretty easy to put together. Mixing it will be more of a challenge. So I really enjoyed this salad, but I would definitely do more apples and less cabbage in the future. And maybe a little bit of lettuce or something throughout would be good too. But I definitely preferred the thinly sliced apple with just a little bit of cabbage. So you're about to see the meat coming out the oven. And then I cut it in half to put into the bun. And here's it all assembled. And it was delicious. Next I'm making the salsa, and then 2 avocados to bake the salsa as well. I forgot I need an onion as well. So here we're making the kind of Mexican inspired potato bowl, half inspired by the recipe I had printed out and half inspired by a Pinterest recipe. So we're starting with baking the potatoes for about 45 minutes at 180 degrees C with some olive oil and salt. Here I'm making out the salsa, the kiwi salsa, but I'm keeping the kiwis separate because not everyone who's eating this likes kiwis. So I'm just making up a basic salsa, tomatoes, onion, pepper, I already said tomatoes, coriander, garlic, some olive oil and some salt. And it was absolutely delicious. I don't usually make fresh salsa, but I love it. And then I keep the kiwis on a separate plate. Then I just cut up some avocados, 2 thinly sliced avocados. And then I make some mince. So I just add some onion, add in the mince, and then I use some paprika, some hot paprika, about a tablespoon worth, about a tablespoon or so of sriracha, and then about the same of Worcestershire sauce, gluten-free one. And here are the potatoes coming out of the oven. They were delicious. And here is all assembled. So, in conclusion, the kiwi salsa, I loved. The sticky citrus pork belly buns. I did this with potatoes and I love that with the kiwi salsa. This wasn't my favourite. It was okay, but I don't think it's worth writing down. And I never quite got to these, so I might get to them this week or next week. What was this one? Page 52. So, yeah, overall, what I would say is the katsu chicken wrap, I'm not writing down just because it was so basic that I didn't really feel like you needed to. But it was still good. I would just say it's more of a lunch meal and not really worth writing down. But I loved the citrus pork belly buns and I would definitely have that again. And the Mexican inspired bowl I loved as well with the kiwi salsa was really good, so I would definitely have those again. And I enjoyed writing them all down into this recipe book and doing the first week of trying this new resolution out. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and let me know if you try any in the comments. Bye!